you said something I want to run the opposite with. I wonder if this isn't a moment to spike the ball as much as it's a moment to. Sometimes when you win a game and the coach is at the podium and he's like, "This is what we did good. This is what we did good. This is what we did good." I wonder if it's we could do that and we could also do. This is going to help so many Americans. Why are Republicans disinterested in that? Instead of saying, "Look at what we did," why can't we say, "Are the Republicans don't want the rural voters to have internet? Would you mind, Peter Ducey, go ask your Republican constituents why they don't want to give their voters internet? Can you ask why they don't want to fix these bridges and roads?" I wonder if there's a moment for us to do spike the ball. But here's the problem, I think. When people say there's X amount of billion of dollars for rural broadband access, I don't think they understand what that means. So I wonder if it's a moment for us to be like, can you ask why Mitch McConnell does not want to have in an infrastructure bill? Can you ask this person? I wonder if it's a moment where we could flip it and try to put the pressure on Republicans. I'm kind of sick of us passing bills having to defend them that are 75% of the country wants us to pass. And I wonder if we could be like, hey, we won the game, but go ask that guy about trying to do this, or go ask them about hitting my player who ran up the middle of the field. And I wonder if we could do that. It'd be more effective than trying to be like 120 billion when I don't think understand people could grasp how much money that is.
Well, I think what the first thing you do is whenever there's work in your district, or work not in your district, but say in an incumbent district, an incumbent Republican, you walk right over to that bridge is being built and say, uh, Rodney Davis voted against this. You know,
Yeah.
this Rodney Davis had a chance to help the people of the former 13th district, now the 15th district, and when he had a chance to help you, he said no. He said, "I'm not going to go ahead and make sure." Oh, you like your broadband? You see these kids out here who can study at home? Rodney Davis voted against that because of Rodney Davis. If it was up to Rodney Davis, they would not be able to have internet access, right? So I think you definitely pointed out, and but it's one of the things that's important, and part of the reason why we do have to do the victory lap is because the press will immediately want to pivot and talk about the impact and some of the other things. They want to talk about the process, and they want to talk about how we got there. They want to talk about the holdouts. But some of the very people who are bemoaning the fact, and I'm talking about the media pundits, who are bemoaning the fact that nothing's ever bipartisan will ignore the fact that not only was this bipartisan, and not just bipartisan in name only, you had 13 Republicans votes made a difference, right? I mean, now granted, I'm still pissed at the 6 Democrats who didn't vote for it, but think about it. What if all the Democrats that voted for it, and you still got your 13 Republican votes? So 13 Republican votes would not have made a difference, right? Because you actually had six, and Pelosi could only lose three. Because you had the 6 votes that voted against it, it actually was a really good example of bipartisanship. Because even though there were fewer people percentage wise in the House than the Senate, those fewer people did make a legitimate difference. And so, um, and again, I'm not necessarily a big fan of bipartisanship, so I don't think that you need bipartisanship to validate stuff. But I know that many of the people being critical of the process and the messiness within the Democratic Party. Additionally, here's the other thing though too. People could say Democrats Dems in disarray. Pelosi only lost 6 votes. McCarthy lost 13. So basically, Pelosi was able to keep pretty much everybody but 6 of her members in line. McCarthy had lost 13 members. He lost twice as many members as Pelosi did. So as much as we want to talk this mess about Dems in disarray, Pelosi held the line much stronger than McCarthy held the line.